Now, there are some people out there who haven't really been experiencing any long-term progress I'm talking about like over the past couple of years. And so to ensure that we guarantee our progress, it is important that we track these four metrics, which I'm about to list out. Now, the first thing that you should be tracking is your lifts. To do this, you're going to jot down the exercise that you're doing for every single muscle group, and for every single exercise that you jot down, you're going to log your weights, your reps for each of that weight. And then for your last two sets, for every single exercise, you're going to aim to either increase the reps or increase the weight for each of those last two sets, week by week or over time. You can do this on a notes app, which is how I log my lifts. And this will allow us to track our performance, and it will indicate to us whether we are improving our lifts or not. As if you're progressively overloading in the gym, that would indicate that you are improving your lifts, and this would lead to you building muscle alongside that. But to make sure you do this with proper good form. Now, the second thing that you should be tracking is the scale, and you should be doing this daily, as daily data will help you give you an average trend over time. To do this, you are simply going to track your weight every single morning after using the restroom, and after tracking your weight from Monday to Sunday, you're going to simply add up all of those weights and you're going to divide it by 7, and this will give you your average weight, and you're going to repeat this for the week after that, and you're going to compare your previous week's average weight to this current week's average weekly weight. And if you're losing weight, then you're on a calorie deficit. But if you're gaining weight week by week, then you are simply in a calorie surplus. Now, your weight is not going to occur linearly. It's going to fluctuate every single day. And that's okay, which is why we track our weights weekly. And the third thing that you should be tracking is your calories and your protein. Now, based on my third video, there's an exception that you do not need to be tracking your calories. However, if your goal is fat loss or building muscle or losing fat at the same time, also known as body recomposition, then you should be tracking your calories, especially your protein intake. Now, if you're new to the gym and you have no idea on how much you're eating and you haven't really tracked your calories before, then I would still recommend tracking your calories, especially if you just started bulking. Now, tracking your calories daily will help you give you direct control of your energy balance day by day. Now, the fourth metric that you should be implementing is taking progress photos monthly. This will allow us to see visual changes, and furthermore, visual changes can sometimes be more apparent than the scale, especially if your goal is to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. Furthermore, this will help you see improvements that the numbers on the scale might miss. And to do this, the tip I would give you is to take it in the same pose, in the same lighting, and in the same time of the day every single month for consistency. Now, the reason why we should be tracking these four things is because progress isn't always obvious, and each metric reveals a different piece of the puzzle. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like, comment, share, and all of this good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.